Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host, Conrad, and today we have another look at the crypto market. So as usual, this is my TradingView page. I posted here my latest post. So as you can see, I said Ethereum extremely bullish breakout, and as you can see, we broke above the recent high of 177-ish and moved higher sharply. And I said I would look out for 200 acting as resistance, and I would look out for resistance or bounce back to the 180 level if we manage to go to 200, or a pullback to resistance and down to 175 USD, as you can see down here. And we then moved higher sharply, almost into resistance to 191, and now retraced pretty hard actually. I mean, not too hard, but in a rather conservative way, and are now back down to key support here to 173. And yeah, that's that. So we can now move to Instagram. Make sure you follow me over here, for some fun along the way. Leave a like on this page, and as I said, follow me. So as well, also please leave a like down below this video. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for some major updates on market moves. So this is Bitcoin on a daily time frame. We are holding above this key trend line and basically have retested it, not to the point, so there is still some room to go if you really manage to break lower today. And I think it's too likely because we have important horizontal resistance support here coming up. So this is something I would look out for actually a bounce here in this vicinity to then move higher. So this is now a daily lower high compared to 7,500 about. And that was around 7,300 was this lower high. So this is pretty nice in my opinion, that this looks like a consolidation play over a longer period. So maybe we will see a descending channel here playing out over a longer term time frame, on multiple weeks, maybe even or at least days. So that is something to look out for. If we manage to consolidate here even longer around this trend line and around this important horizontal support around 7,000, then I do think we will move higher in the next few days or weeks. So that is the broad intermediate term analysis. And if we go to the smaller term time frames here on Bitcoin, then yeah, you can see we bounced off resistance and then moved lower. And I do think there is, as I said, important support coming. I also took a trade on Ethereum. I'm still holding Ethereum and I'm still holding my Bitcoin trade. I do think that will be pretty nice in the long term, but I do think that on a daily we are still due for some correction, as it currently looks, so that we can even move lower to 6,400. If that really happens, I will be a buyer definitely. I don't think it's too likely yet, as I said, because of important support, but maybe it will happen, and that will be the next level I would look out for a sharp bounce higher. So that's Bitcoin for now. And looking at Ethereum, actually pretty nice trading on Ethereum currently. Very clear charts, as you can see. This ascending triangle was even more clear, with then a retest of resistance here, becoming support, wicking just below that. Actually had a buy order still sitting down here and got it perfectly. So that was a very nice buy for my part. So we now we then consolidated a textbook here around resistance with the bull flag, and then moved higher sharply. Had some nice follow through, and consolidated a little bit, but then moved lower and actually bouncing off of a 4-hour 9 sell, becoming a sell 1 here of the TD sequential. So that would have been a very nice exit at an exit area if you said that, okay, this 8 currently looks like a doji reversal candlestick, so we are coming up to a 9, it's time to sell. So that would have been a very nice trade if you took it. So we are now down around 177 with a low, as I said, around 173. So that is pretty nice in my opinion for a retrace, and I do think a bounce higher is pretty likely actually. So currently, I mean, if Ethereum manages to once again move to 180, I do think this will be a descending triangle on a smaller term time frames with horizontal resistance here on the top and then down here becoming support. If that really plays out, I do think I will buy more Ethereum, because this will then be a perfect reversal trade into resistance and most likely breaking it, and also breaking 186. This will be a very nice trade if it happens this way. So that's it for Ethereum. I do think so. We can look at the daily time frame, of course. You can see we are now at a green 5, so we still have a good count to go. This has the potential to actually be a red 1 tomorrow if this candle closes around this vicinity. So I mean, that's not bad in my opinion, but it still signals that maybe bulls are getting a bit weak and consolidation is healthy or likely in the near term future, and maybe we will even move out of this ascending channel here on Ethereum, maybe even breaking lower if we take the width of this channel and measure it to the downside. Then maybe we will even go down to $120. I don't think it's too likely currently, because this will break the daily uptrend, but maybe it will happen. So that's something to look out for. And as I said, we had this 9 buy actually, or this neutral 9 becoming pretty important on a 3-day time frame, as well as it was here on Bitcoin. This 3-day 9 would have been a very nice buy if you took it. So that's that actually for Bitcoin and Ethereum today. And just looking at stocks and how it's correlated, because very interestingly, Bitcoin bounced earlier today, and then actually it's not currently retracing once again. So this bounce happened early this day. A very nice bounce with some short-term follow-through, and we're now coming down once again. Maybe so it's again a correlation with the S&P being down a little bit, so that is something to look out for as well. We can see it looks very much like a rising wedge. I wouldn't trade it. Maybe I would if I traded the stock market, but it would have had a very tight stop loss, because this looks like a bull flag again here on the top. But you can see that bulls are getting weak with their bounces higher, and sellers are getting stronger with continuing retraces down to this trend line. So it's pretty likely actually that it's getting broken in the near term future, and maybe we will retrace going down to 2,400 or 2,500. But then I think a bounce is actually pretty likely here in the stock market. We already made up a large amount of what we have lost. You can see over 50% we gained already. So I do think that I don't really think we will move lower currently, and if we do, I don't think we will do so much. So that is just a small outlook on stocks. So that's it. It's actually for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you stayed all the way until now, thank you very much for watching. And as I said, leave a like down below. I really appreciate it, and it helps me out very much. So that's it. And yeah, see you guys and girls, you people, back next time. Bye.